What's up, YouTube? This video, we are talking about Dollar Tree, ticker symbol DLTR. Year to date, company's down 22.8%. Over the course of 1 year, down 23%. Dollar Tree operates a variety of retail stores, which I'm sure many of us are well aware of. It's like a dollar store. It looks like they got a fixed price of about $1.25 for, looks like, most of their merchandise that they offer. They operate as Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. I believe Family Tree has 8,061 stores, and Family Dollar has 8,016 stores, and combined they've got 26 distribution centers also. So we're gonna look at the financials on Dollar Tree, and then we'll compare them to the competitor of Dollar General. We also threw Target and Amazon in there as well, or not Amazon, Walmart in there as well. We have financials here. We have our revenue, gross profit, and net income, which net income you can see better over here. So revenue, gross profit, we are slowly trending higher. Net income, same thing, slowly trending higher. Gross margin here, we're sitting flat about 30%. Net margin, similar situation, a little low on the net margin currently, but sitting within the about average range that the margin is in. Our growth rate, revenue, and gross profit, there's really just no growth at this company currently. Little to no growth on revenue and gross profit. Return on invested capital, they've had a previously much better return on invested capital, but looks like they're going to maintain around a 5 to 6% return on invested capital. Cash to short-term debt, this company has a boatload of debt and not a lot of cash. And then we come over here, this is combined debt, all liabilities of 14.4 billion with only 500 million in cash. So not something I personally like, but that's how retail stores are usually operated anyway. Net income to free cash flow, we're sitting at 1.2 billion in net income and 500 mil in free cash flow. We can see our free cash flow growth over here, which really is no growth. It is rarely flat, sitting about an average. I would call it 500 mil for a rough average for free cash flow over the course of the last 8 years there. Capital expenditures on this company are growing quite heavily. Our share count dilution slowly declining as well. So over here at the comps, we have 3 other companies compared to. We have Dollar General, Walmart, and Target. I included Walmart and Target for their margins. So that way we can understand roughly where the retail business margins sit in comparison with the other 3 top retailers. We have 3 red flags over here. Well, we have our return on invested capital, return on equity are below 15%. Operating cash flow, $2 billion, higher than our net income. So we are producing more operating cash flow than net income, which always is something worth looking into further. Market cap, Walmart obviously taking the cake over there at the market cap. We'll probably remove Walmart and Target and come back and compare just Dollar General and Dollar Tree real quick after we go through these. Really what we want to see down here, in my opinion, is the margins. We want to know where average margins are on retailers, and we can see Dollar General and Dollar Tree are actually the best in gross margins. Operating margin, same thing, and profit margin, same thing. So margins at the dollar stores are actually pretty good. Free cash flow, same thing. So return on invested capital, we can see same, that Walmart and Target have a much better return on invested capital than what Dollar Tree and Dollar General have. And our PE over here, the best of the 3, obviously. You can see that they're at 11, and Dollar Tree's like right in the middle, right where you would consider this probably a fair market value on Dollar Tree. So let's remove Walmart and Target, and now we can compare Dollar General to Dollar Tree. We can see our market cap on the left and revenue on the right. Dollar General has a lot more revenue and about an equal amount of market cap. So that's something to be kind of well aware of there. Revenues, gross profit, and net income. Dollar General is definitely a lot better, a lot stronger of a company by the looks of it. And growth rate is about equal, actually a little bit better on Dollar General than it is on Dollar Tree. Gross margins, they're about equal. Operating margin, Dollar General, and Dollar General again on profit margin. Free cash flow, Dollar Tree is the leader in that though. Return on invested capital though, Dollar General is better. So overall, what we can see, and here's another thing too, is you're looking at your market cap and your revenues. Dollar General is much better, but our PE at Dollar General is much lower. So maybe Dollar General is potentially a better buy, and Dollar General offers a dividend as well, and Dollar Tree does not. So we look at these charts here real quick, and we can see that Dollar General, in my opinion, is a much better company worth looking into than Dollar Tree. But let's figure out what Dollar Tree is valued at. So P Lunch valuation gives them $41.30 per share. Multiples comparison, we get $105.35. Our manual PE under very well valued, sitting at 18.6, so it is undervalued. Price to book, 5-year average 3.35, currently sitting at 2.64. PEG ratio. This is not a growth company, so I would not expect those to be very good. Grams valuation, I gave them a 2 for growth. Intrinsic value then is $110.88 per share. Discounted cash flow. Analysts gave them a 0 growth rate. Their history is 11, so I'm going to give them an 11% growth rate for free cash flow. And based on those numbers, that gives them a discounted cash flow price per share of $63.26. Then we have our Rule 72 current EPS and current PE. We have 3 different sources for growth rate on the EPS side of things for an 11.5% average future EPS growth rate. That goes into 72, 6 times. That goes into 10 years, 1.6. Then we could double our current EPS 1 time and then 0.6 times. So I gave them a 19 for future EPS, which gives them a fair value today of $109.32. Over here, we have our fair market value and summary of all of our valuation methods that we just went over. So currently Dollar Tree is trading at $108 per share. Fair market value $86. Purchase price with 30% margin of safety is $60, and analyst price target of $146.69. So what we can kind of see is that, across the board here, if you wanted to eliminate one of these valuations, their Rule 72 multiples and Benjamin Graham are within one range, and then you have DCF and Peter Lynch valuation in another range. So if you wanted to, you can maybe average the 3 higher ones and figure out, okay, this appears to be worth about 107-ish dollars per share, $108 per share, which is right where it's trading currently. So that would make it a fair market value today, if you wanted to eliminate your DCF and your Peter Lynch valuation to give you a different fair market value. However, that would be a fair market value, and that would not be a 30% margin of safety. And this company does not pay out a dividend, so it's likely not going to trade at a premium like Dollar General will. So let's hop over the stock chart and see how this company is trading. So we have this trend line here. It's a very long, very old trend line that has been very consistent. It's broken through a couple times here, but we draw another trend line based on these breakthroughs, and we're currently trading at a converging trend line point here, which I would consider probably a very heavy support for Dollar Tree, and it is sitting on it. And the other thing too to look at is your RSI. This is on the weekly chart too, is oversold, and every time you hit an oversold point, look what happens. You bounce higher. Oversold, bounce higher. Oversold, eventually you bounce higher. Oversold, you bounce higher. So it's consistent with the RSI that every time it hits oversold areas, it bounces higher. Obviously, there is headwinds for this company, but there's also headwinds in 2020, and there's also headwinds back here, I guess in 2021, whatever happened there, I'm not real sure, but something caused this company to pull back, but since has rallied hard higher. So, you're looking at the technicals. Technicals look like a bounce is inevitable and a resumption higher, at least back up to $128 per share. Analysts have a price target, I believe it was about 146-ish dollars per share there. So analysts are saying this thing's worth about there. Technically speaking, I think we would bounce up to here at least, or roughly, because this is where you're probably going to hit resistance. But if you do roll over, I would say your support range is probably between, 80 and maybe $88 per share, which is right where our fair market value is right now. But if you take out these other two, you do DCF and Peter Lynch valuation, and then that might give you over here, you take 30% margin of safety, it'll get you pretty close to your 30% margin of safety, probably be about 77-ish dollars per share if you have your Benjamin Graham multiples and Rule 72 for your valuations over here. So overall on Dollar Tree, technically speaking, I think this thing has a bounce in it here real soon, if not already beginning to bounce higher. Like I said, every time it gets to these areas on the RSI, especially, it finds its way back up higher. So let's take a peek at Dollar General as well, since we're right here, and figure out. So look at that. We just opened up the chart. Look where that is sitting. That's incredible. So Dollar General, same thing. But this company offers a dividend, and their dividend yield is 2%, and Dollar Tree does not, and they're trading identical price ranges, and they're identical companies. But I think Dollar General is your better buy based on the two companies. And I think now is probably a time to pick up shares on Dollar General. This looks very good. I mean, yeah, this one's interesting for sure. Might have to look back into the financials of this one, and I will post a link to the video. I think I'll probably do that earlier in the video for this stock analysis that we've done prior to this video as well. So check that out, and but that's it for Dollar Tree. If you found value in this video, drop a like, subscribe, comment. We'll be back later with another stock analysis video.